What's up guys, John here from the KillerBits, and today we are boarding the last train at the end of the world. This is the final station by the guys at Do My Best Games, and it's actually being published by tinyBuild, so whether there's going to be some kind of quirky release type gimmick on Twitch, I don't know, but this is just the beta version of it. Well, saying it's a beta, it's actually more like a demo. It's the first act of the game, as far as I can tell, but we will jump in and I will show you what's going on. Yes, we will get rid of the save game. I've played through, as I say, this demo, and it's essentially a survival game. The developers are pitching it as a bit like This War of Mine in the way of a survival game. So you're not some army dude trying to survive the end of the world and that. Well, it is the end of the world, but all we are is this simple train driver. Train conductor, I don't know. Obviously, we've stopped the train here. We're not going any further because this is blocking our way and we need the code. So, kind of first contrivance is every station we have to go searching for supplies and the code. So, been summoned to the headquarters. As you go along, you will find these kind of little notes, and sometimes the computers are active and got email chains and things like that. So once again, the developers are saying kind of the narrative type stuff will be in the objects you find along the way. But at the moment, we're not going to be able to survive the end of the world on our own, especially when there are zombies about. Yes, it's a zombie survival game. It's a little simpler. I suppose it does take into account the kind of this war of mine mentality of, like I said, we're not some army dude that can blow all the hordes of zombies away. We are just trying to fight to survive and find survivors along the way. Like this blonde lady who's having a conversation with me when I don't actually talk. Okay, I'm waiting for you there. I didn't say anything. But yeah, what we need to do is obviously search for supplies. We've got some ammo. So we've got 26 bullets at the moment. As you'd imagine, shooting these guys in the head is quite effective. Also, that guy had some stuff on him. It's saying go down, and we're probably best. Yeah, our best bet is actually trying to avoid fights, because one thing I have found playing this through is ammo is in short supply, and sometimes it's maybe better to avoid a fight. And if you can't avoid a fight, maybe it's better to not shoot the guys. I say that because look, we're seeing these boxes here that are lighting up. These will come in handy when we have these guys, because we can chuck them at them. But we've got 3 guys there and only 1 box. Okay, well, what we can do is hit them. Hit them. Hit them. Oh, we took some damage there. So yes, as I said, ammo is short supply, so we can pick up more along the way, and it looks like we've got a fair amount at the moment, and the zombies are fairly slow moving and we're not in any trouble. But like any good zombie game, it's not when it's just 1 or 2 of them, it's when there's hordes of them that they're a problem. And yet another survivor. This one's armed though. First tell me, who are you? Well, I don't even know who I am. A train? I didn't mention a train. There. So another story element the developers are trying to put across is these passengers you pick up all have their own kind of quirks. They supposedly give you different perks and things like that, but they also are a drain on resources. If it looks like I kind of avoided some stuff, well, I did, because, as I said, sometimes all you need is the key for that keypad. But sometimes you want to avoid enemies, and if it looks like you're not going to pick up any supplies, you're probably best maybe just making your way back to the train. So far we've got 2 boxes of food, we've got 31 ammo, we've got 2 med kits, and we have the code for the train blocker thing. So I think for this first station, we're all good. 3, 1, 4, 7. There we go. And essentially the game is actually split into kind of 2 parts. It's a bit like this War of Mine. You've got the going out scavenging type section, and you have the kind of base building type section. This is a little lighter than that. Well, it's very light. We have to kind of manage the survivors. So that guy's hungry, the girl is wounded, but we also have to manage the train. As we can see here, the train is actually sucking up more energy than we actually have. So we have to basically constantly pull levers to make sure we're keeping the train on the tracks, essentially. As you can see here, our batteries provides 100 volts, but we're using an increasing amount of energy. We've also got stuff like occasionally people may come online, and we've got code and that, and this is where we're at, and we can actually see our progress. So let's keep an eye on this. There you go. Once again, it's drawing off more power than we actually have. Oh, he's going to get hungry. Let's do this and then go and grab some food for him. There we go. Right. Before he starts starving. So we can grab... We've got 2... as you imagine, if you grab a box, you move slower. So if you didn't guess, once they become hungry, it starts pulling down their health as well. So as you can see, that her health is trickling down. Oh, that's drawing off a lot of power. You don't want that. Yeah, keep that going as well. So, as I say, those guys are just talking away to themselves, to one another. I don't know. Oh, we've got an exclamation mark. Somebody's online. So we can have a kind of email conversation, instant messenger type thing going on. But again, I mean, this is probably one of my biggest criticisms of this. They're pitching it as a bit like this War of Mine, but this War of Mine, you kind of got emotionally attached to the characters, and maybe not even just the characters. Sometimes the NPCs, you'd go out scavenging in the world and you'd come across some kids that were starving, or you got the old couple barricaded away in their house begging you not to steal their stuff. You did actually start kind of getting emotionally involved in the story. This, it's just yet another end of the world zombie apocalypse type story with a mute protagonist. It's, yeah, you're not going to make an emotional connection with this guy, and you're not going to really make an emotional connection with any of the characters. What we can do is chuck chairs at people, though. Did I just punch a bird off the bench? Yeah, this game is actually made in Unity, so sometimes you can actually hit the objects that might just look like that background decoration. It is actually kind of got physics objects and things like that. I've got a quick one. We can maybe grab that chair and chuck it at him. There you go. Save the ammo. That's a good point. It's always best to be fully loaded before going into a room, just in case. And those papers going across the screen freaked me the hell out the first time I did this. I was in the middle of combat, and then you get this one sheet of paper rustling across the screen, and we're locked. So, as you'd imagine, we're going to have to find a key. Medicine cabinet. There's a pencil in there, worth $1. Okay. Oh, but we have got some more ammo and cigarettes. And another kind of criticism, again, it's because the developers have pitched it as a bit like this War of Mine. There isn't any crafting, as far as I can tell. There we go. I'll try and take care of people with boxes. 3 thumps and he's down. Yeah, there's no crafting. The fact that we're picking up kind of cigarettes and that, all they're worth is basically trade value, so that they're worth money. As you get to kind of the last stop on your run, you will come to like a little town where you can buy stuff like ammo and medical supplies and things like that. But it'd be nice to maybe see some crafting in here. You know, you pick up a bottle of whiskey and some rags. Why can't you make a Molotov cocktail or some bandages and disinfectant? Yeah, there's stuff about this. Look, as I said, you can pick up kind of conversations on people's laptops, but who's talking? You're not kind of discovering anything about the world. I mean, it's the end of the world. What happened exactly? What caused the zombies to take over? Is it some kind of medical experiment or what? So, yeah. I'm not kind of making an emotional connection with any of this, but sometimes you don't need to. It's a simple game. We'll try not to get clobbered by a simple zombie. There we go. We've picked up a medkit, so what we can do is, if you see here, we can use Q to actually med up, and we can actually reload as well, just in case. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. A quick one. Just hit these guys though. Keep going. Come on. Come at me, bro. Ah, we have the key now. So we could go through this door. Ah, yeah. This is where it's maybe better to avoid combat. We could go down there, but it doesn't look like there's any supplies, and it just goes to a door there. Sometimes you have to go through a horde of zombies because your way back is blocked. You know, you jump down off a broken ladder or things like that. But we can just work our way back. We know the way's safe. We've cleared it out. We don't have to worry about what's down there. All we need to do is get to the locked door and get the code, which is 2356. That's about the only thing that actually changes every time you play. It's not as if this is a randomly generated level or anything. The buildings and all the objects and that are in the same place every time. The zombies are in the same place every time. It's all the same zombies, all the same types of zombies and that. The only thing that does seem to change is the code, so you can't kind of memorize a code, I suppose. But there are little elements to this that feel, I don't want to say cheap, but they're kind of the simplest way possible. I mean, there's no crafting in it. You probably don't need the crafting, but it'd be a nice addition to the game. Somebody was starving, weren't they? Yeah, she's hungry. Did we pick up food? We've got one food. Let's give her the food. So yeah, it probably doesn't need crafting, but it would be a nice addition. It'd be a nice addition to actually talk with these guys. You know, maybe some very, very simple dialogue choices, whether it's, you know, positive, negative, or just don't say anything. The telltale approach. Because at the moment, I'm not really connecting with anybody. The kind of this base management type thing is very simple. As I said, this is just a beta version. It's just a demo. It's essentially the first act of the game. So it may be a case of it expands more as we go along. He's alright health-wise. She could probably do with perking up. But yeah, we're about halfway there. How's the power? Power is... oh, it's getting close. Right, okay. Bring that down. Several volts. How's the back of the boat? Back of the boat. Back of the train. There you go. See, these guys are wittering away, and I'm not paying any heed to them. Because why should I? It's not really connecting me with the world any. Oh, we're almost at max voltage again. There we go, bring that down. What about this? Yeah. We should be approaching the station soon, so we can... There we go. You've arrived. So we should be able to pick up some more food and meds. So, yeah, I mean... Sometimes all you need is a good zombie game where it's as simple as possible. We're not getting in there, so we're taking the long way round. And the mechanics in this are pretty satisfying. It's simple but effective. In this case, all you have to do is hit zombies. It does its job. Clobbered. There we go. Just barge through a window. I mean, sometimes that, you know, the whole barging through a window, it does remind me of what was it? What was it? Not a Hero, where you can just kind of power slide through doors and windows, shooting everything. There we go. One's down. And the other's down. There we go. And we didn't take any damage. And we're pretty alright for ammo as well. We could have chucked a chair at somebody. Oh, more ammo. We can throw toilets at people as well. That is effective. Medkit, ammo. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. Yeah. Oh, too slow, guys. Oh, well, I took a hit. I could shoot these guys, but like I said, it's maybe better to save the ammo. Let's see what's in there. Oh, it's a quick guy. It's a quick guy. See, you want to save the ammo for them because you're not going to hit them. And yeah, it's just a note. So that was probably a waste of ammo. I didn't really need to do that. But we do need to go down here. What's in here? Dead guy. Medical chest. Oh, we got whiskey and ammo. So like I said, you know, why can't we make a Molotov? Yeah. We have the raw supplies. So this is a newer enemy. What you have to do is basically they're armoured. So you have to knock their helmet off and then you can shoot them in the face. There we go. Food. And we got a spoon worth $2. Okay. Right. Make sure we're fully reloaded, just in case. Yep. Thought so. But we can just smack these guys. Charge. There we go. Taking care of business. Reload. Now, this is kind of an objective. We've got to grab this battery, but as you can see, we're moving a bit slowly and we're not going to be able to shoot, so we'll probably leave that for the time being. Especially when we have these guys. There we go. We knocked his hat off and... Oh, we took care of the armoured guy, so that's probably the best one we could have done. That's one. There we go. Reload. We could go down here. Oh yeah, another survivor, that's right. Good lord. Who are you? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who I am. Really. The what? What? I don't know. What are you talking about? Oh god, okay. So, like I said, it would be nice to see this guy's side of the conversation, whether we're kind of supposed to role play a little and make up his lines of dialogue. I don't know. It's just... It's a pretty decent game. I'm just not kind of connecting with it. It's, as I say, mechanically it works quite well, but there isn't really a lot there other than that. Oh, both for one. Or can we get 2 headshots? Oh no. I thought I could blow both their faces off it. Grab that, and grab the code. And that's all we need. Oh, we need the battery, of course. Let's go grab the battery. So yeah, as I said, mechanically it works. Well, at least this kind of scavenging, shooting the zombies. I mean, as you go further along, this is just the first act, but there is almost that kind of Resident Evil puzzle solving element to it. Basically going to the far end of the level to get the right key to open the right door to get the right code. There is that kind of Resi Evil feel to it. What are we? 5, 1, 4, 2. So that kind of element does work. But everything else, as I said, essentially what's the base building type thing, the managing the train, very simplistic. It just involves running back and forwards. There's a person hungry, grab a box, go give them the box, pull levers to make sure we're not drawing too much power on the battery. It just feels like busy work. It doesn't feel like I'm actually kind of achieving anything. I mean, I don't know. As the game goes on, you might be able to improve your train, you know, put better batteries in it, improve its speed so we can get from station to station quicker. All that kind of thing. But at the moment it just feels like busy work. He's going to go hungry quickest. So I'll keep these notched down. So like I said, it's just busy work. Press and hold until it zeroes out. There we go. Drop that down. There you go. All these. Okay. Oh, he's at the lowest. Okay, let's grab the food. There you go. Sorry, you're just gonna have to go hungry, love. Keep this notched down. So like I said, it's just busy work. So this section of the game, it's not very satisfying. When I was building up my house in this war of mine, it felt like I was achieving something. The whole going out and scavenging the supplies, I knew I had to go and get metal, or I needed wood and things like that. You're hungry. I'm sorry, there's no food. How far are we from the next station? Oh, we're almost there. Hopefully we can get food in the next station. So, yeah, this kind of managing the train is very, very simple. Probably too simple. It just involves running back and forwards, managing the train, managing the passengers. As I said, the passengers are supposed to maybe give you perks and buffs, but they're also a draw on your resources. So, looks like I forgot the blockers code at home, so we're going to have to go all the way back to his house, wherever that may be. Oh, so this section, oh, don't charge into rooms. There we go. This is probably the most satisfying part of the game, going through the stations, finding the supplies and that, but because there's no kind of random element, you play through it a couple of times, you find the best route. I mean, we know we've got to go that way, but I know there are zombies in here because I've played it before. Nothing changes. There's no kind of random element to it. It could be nice to see, you know, random spawning zombies. So sometimes you'd enter a room and there'd be 5 of them. Sometimes it'd be completely empty. Yeah, I'd like to see a bit more randomness in that, if that would be possible. Obviously, the levels aren't randomly generated or anything like that. Oh, new zombie. Oh! Exploding zombie does a hell of a lot of damage, and that's why you should always reload your weapon before you go in. What we can do is queue and med ourselves, so... But we have burnt one of the med kits for potentially the passengers, so that's something to bear in mind. Now this is where it gets a little awkward. Oh, fuck it. 2 for 1. There we go. Probably worth it. Reload, though. We've learnt our lesson. There we go. Ammo. Ammo is always handy. What's in here? Wires and a toilet. Well, we're not going to be able to take that with us, so let's keep going. So, yeah, I will keep an eye on this, because I do kind of like these slightly quirkier games, and tinyBuild have had a tendency to put out some decent stuff, so this is why it was on my radar to start off with. But from what I've played so far, it's maybe a little too simple. I don't know. 2 guys. Oh, we got twatted. I mean, that's another thing. Obviously, this is the beta version, but it'd be nice to maybe see some bit more kind of a higher risk element to it. Because if you die, you do come back with all your stuff, and you spawn a short way away. There tends to be 3 or 4 checkpoints throughout the level. It'd be good to see a higher difficulty, maybe not necessarily permadeath, but maybe you'd lose a health pack, or you'd lose some food or some ammo, just to make dying a bit more precarious. But maybe they'll add in some kind of like Iron Man mode or something like that. I don't know. I'm just getting bored now. We'll just shoot everybody in the face. So yeah, I think it's worth keeping an eye on, but at the moment, we'll just shoot people in the face. It's worth keeping an eye on, but there's not a lot to it at the moment. Admittedly, yes, it is a beta version, so it could easily improve dramatically. But from what I've seen so far, it's a little simplistic. I'm maybe being a little too hard on it, but it's a fun game, but don't expect a lot from it. That's probably the best thing I can say about it. It's fun. The combats, and well, the combat is almost puzzle solving. Let's reload before we go in here. Yeah, and we'll spawn down here. See, we've got all our ammo still. We've got full health now, so we're probably actually better off dying there, because we can maybe take 2 hits rather than 1. There we go, 2 for 1. We could have used the box, but oh well. So yeah, maybe a difficulty spikes, possibility of losing gear, or maybe some sort of permadeath type idea. I don't know. It's fun enough. Oh damn it! I blew this one, because the idea is you have to use the boxes, and now I'm kind of in a stuck position. We do have plenty of ammo though, so we can shoot people in the face. But we can only shoot at a certain angle. I can't angle any further down, so I can maybe get these guys. There we go. But I can't get the guy right under the ladder. It's not as if he's going to move either, and I can't shoot from up here. He's armoured. So, yeah, if the armoured guy stands in your way, you're not going to shoot anybody. Boosh. There you go. Oh, well. Well, that's probably a good point to wrap it up. If you do want to see more of this game, do let me know. And if you want to see more of these kind of first impressions videos, again, you can let us know either in the comments below or by... I'm not concentrating now. Yeah, in the comments below or by getting in touch with us on any of the social medias over at the KillerBits. Douche. Reload. There we go. Reload, and we'll shoot the guys in the face. There we go. And if you want to see more videos like this, why not hit that subscribe button, and you'll get to see all the kind of first impressions and that we do. Reload before we go in here. We know we're going to get into trouble. And as it is the end of the world and we do need supplies, you can always support the channel by heading over to Patreon. See, I handled that a bit better that time. We'll shoot this guy in the face. We've knocked that guy's hat off, so we can shoot him in the face and shoot him in the face. Yeah, there we go. See, ammo is handy. But don't run into rooms, otherwise you're going to take too much damage. Medkit, medkit, medal. Dead guy, factory key. Armoured guy. Bye bye. So yes, this has been the final station. As always, I will leave a link to the game's website in the comments, in the description below even. And as I said, if you want to see more videos like this, do hit that subscribe button. It does help us out, as does liking and commenting and all that good stuff. Alright, I've waffled on long enough. I will let you guys go. Alright, catch you later. Bye!